For some reason, I don't know why, I am absolutely addicted to one-liners. My mind carries more one-liners than possibly 1% of the people on the planet. I just absolutely love one-liners. Not because they're informative or revelatory, but because a one-liner can be catalytic. A one-liner can ignite our thinking about a particular topic and move us into areas we've never been before. Today I want to talk about a one-liner you've probably heard, but may not have equated the same way I'm about to discuss it. The eyes have it. The eyes have it. Now, if you do a little research, you will find that there are two views on what that means. One is that when we vote, the ayes or the yeses win. The other is that when we're looking around, what we see is what we get. Today I want to talk about a third variant you may not have experienced. The letter I. The four I's of speaking. Or as the introduction was, the four-eyed speaker. Some might think four eyes means, oh, he wears glasses. No. Four words, which I believe are the primary effects excellent speakers can have. Influencing, informing, inspiring, and inciting. I've given this speech before several times, but it was always three I's. I've added incite. To influence an audience, the problem many speakers have is they try to tell you what their opinion is and expect you to just accept it. This is my opinion. You better accept it, because if you don't, you're dumb or stupid. But the good speakers use a process to influence audiences. The first thing they do is they state what that opinion is. It doesn't matter what it's about, whether it's abortion or voting or politics or religion. This is what I believe. This is my view on that topic. Stated clearly, precisely, without question. But then the influential speaker will move to the next level and essentially say, yeah, I know you may not agree with that, and I can understand that because I did not agree with it either before, but I've come to this point of view. Here are the things that I think are worth arguing about with regard to that opinion. Then after reviewing all of the possible challenges to the opinion you hold, finally say, so that's what I believe. These are the reasons why people might disagree with that. And finally, here is why I hold it as true. This is why I think that my particular view is right for me. With that, what you've done with an audience is you've told them what you believe, you've told them what you see as potential problems with it, and you've explained why, and hopefully intuitively you've encouraged them to think about it, whether their current view is the best one for them. The second is to inform. The problem with informing is that too many speakers try to inform by just stating the facts. To inform an audience, you not only need to identify what it is, But then you need to try to take the audience from what they already know to the new known. I can't cover that in a 5 to 7 minute speech because teaching techniques and learning styles are too complicated to cover, but teachers know the problem in trying to get students to think, trying to get them to the point where they understand the topic that they're trying to acquire and how to get there. An excellent part of informing is also to create a situation where the audience will continue to do research. When I taught technical seminars, I always gave a handout with links to the sources that had complete and accurate information so that those students in the class who wanted to know had access. The third I is inspire. Many people think inspiring is motivational. To me, that door is locked from the inside, even though a speaker may, by telling a story or introducing some bit of information, create a skeleton key to unlock that door. That door has to be opened by the person. I'm convinced that the best way to inspire an audience is to be inspired, to love what you're doing, whether you're speaking or a jockey or a short order cook or a teacher. If you love what you're doing and you exude that love for what you're involved in, you're an inspiration, like it or not. Finally, the fourth I, incite. Man, I hate that word because it's usually thought of in a negative sense. But you can incite people to the positive. My example would be the wide-eyed sergeant who in a tough situation in the war says, "Follow me." So there you have it, the 4 I's. Influence, inform, inspire, and incite.